So I put a question out to Instagram asking you guys what kind of videos you want to see, and one of the first responses was more off-field landings. So today we're gonna go play in the dirt, but first we're gonna make some coffee. When I did my intro flight about 5 years ago, my favorite part of it was when we pulled into a hover. When we first fired up, lifted it up, we were sitting there in a hover. That's when I became head over heels, was gonna learn how to fly helicopters. I love the fact that you can land anywhere. You can, as long as you can fit. If I fits, I sits. This coffee tastes like shit. Let's go. Give me Tyler, helicopter 54 Tango Fox to here hangars like to a northbound departure from information Bravo.
54 Tango Foxtrot, Yuma Tower, departure from the ramp at your own risk, wind calm, proceed northbound.
Departure pilots at risk, proceed northbound, 54 Tango Fox. And I'm solo, it's early in the morning, temperature's nice, got lots of power.
Helicopter 54 Tango Fox, frequency change approved.
Frequency change approved by order 54 Tango Fox. Temperature is 75 degrees. It is, I think it's like 7:15 in the morning. Not too bad. Wish it stayed this way all day long. It'll probably heat up to like 95 today. The mornings and evenings have been pretty nice. So the plan today is to find 3 different places to land. One in the mountains, one in a wash, and the third one is at the house. Maybe we'll say hi to Zoe and check that out. So this first place is in these really tall, I don't know what you call them, pinnacles or peaks here. We're pretty secluded from town, and there's not a whole lot out here. It's pretty rugged terrain. There's a pretty open spot down at the bottom, down here. And I think that's gonna be, I know we can land there, and that's gonna be, we're just gonna plan it there. So now that we've got our spot, which is right down here, we'll do our high orbit and do a watt fill. So we got winds, we know the winds are coming from the south, so they're gonna be head on. Our obstacles, we don't have any wires, we got mountains that to our left and right. There's no trees or anything around there we gotta worry about. Terrain, it's gonna be rocks, so we wanna make sure we set it down real smooth. And forced landing area, there's an area to the south, and there's not a whole lot to the north, so we don't really want to have an engine failure. Our entry and exit, we're going to enter from the north and exit to the south. And our elevation, we got, what is it, where we at? 1,200 feet, so we got plenty of power. I'm solo, it's morning time, we got plenty of power. And the landing area is clear. So now we got that done, let's circle back around, we'll come in. Looks pretty good, shouldn't be a problem. Of course, everything looks different when you get down to that last 20 feet sometimes. Those rocks that you thought were small little rocks turn out to be pretty good sized rocks. Okay, what we got? Everything's in the green, we're good to go, plenty of power, start slowing down. Got our spot in sight. And we'll just keep working our way in real nice and smooth. Land at the most forward part of the spot, make room for the tail. And just slowly set it down. Spot number 1, kind of a cool spot. It's these mountains are a lot bigger when you're on the ground. I'll show you guys. Definitely a lot bigger. Those are huge. Also, one of the things I could have done differently, instead of landing over here, where it's a little bit more sloped, try to show you guys. Ground's a little more sloped.
I could have landed right about over there and more at like this angle, and it'd have been a lot more level. I mean, it all worked out, but now I know for when I come back to land a little bit more like right about there. All right, enough time here. Let's get on to the next spot.
Way back in '84, I fell in love for sure. We never met.
Okay, everything's in the green. Clear around, slowly start raising in some power here.
What you wanna do?
And we're off.
Chemicals just for fun. The feeling cuts right through.
So for spot number 2, I'm looking for a nice wash. Washes add a little bit different element because you have, a lot of times you have tall brush on both sides, as well as it's usually like gravel, and on the edges of the wash, a lot of times it's eroded away, so you'll have a little bit of a drop off. So it's a little bit different. A lot of times you're coming in and kind of landing into a hole. I actually really like landing in washes, especially because the gravel is usually really soft, so your landings are just like, it's like landing on a pillow. So this looks like a good wash right here. Plenty of room to land. Right there by that tree. That looks like a good spot. Okay. So let's do our watch feel. Wind still coming out of the south. Obstacles. We got trees that we're gonna have to watch out for. That dead tree. That's kind of it for obstacles. There's no wire, no power lines. Terrain. We're gonna be landing on gravel, so it should be really soft. Forced landing, there's plenty of open space out here. Entry and exit, again we're going to come in from the north and exit to the south. Elevation, we're even lower, we're going to be at like 1,000 feet, got plenty of power. And the landing area is clear, so we're going to make this our downwind. Everything else is in the green, we got plenty of power, plenty of fuel. Come on over these trees. So we are going to have to descend down into here a little bit, which is okay. Clear all the way around. And go ahead and set it down. Nice and soft. Kind of a cool little spot. This would be a better spot for camping. You have plenty of firewood. Except for the fact that it looks like this wash is ran quite a bit by vehicles, so you're probably going to have people come through, but nonetheless, good place to land. I mean, you could have a picnic. I'm not a big picnic guy. I'm more of an in and out kind of guy. Helps if you have a little bit of power before you start pulling collective. Everything in the green, I'm going to pick up slow. Make sure we don't go forward. Clear of our spot. Turn to the south. On to spot number 3, and this one, I can already tell you it's going to be a 10 out of 10. We're going to land, I'm going to try to land at the house, and one of the things to land at our house is I live within the class Delta, and especially like right now, it's WTI week, so there's tons of military traffic. So tower's pretty busy. I don't know if they're busy right now. We'll see what they're like when we get closer. But I have to get permission to enter, and usually they're very easy to work with, so we're going to try giving it a shot. The problem is I'm kind of on like an extended final for the parallel runways, which is what all the military traffic lands on, because one of them's like over a mile long. So I always feel like I'm being a pain in the ass trying to call in, hey, I'd like to land on the final for the 2 busy runways during the busiest time of the year. But we'll see how it goes. One of the things about military traffic is you can never hear them on frequency. So you only...
Nickel 1-2, roger. Runway 3, right, wind, calm, clear to land.
So you only hear tower talking to them. You never hear their response. So we're 8 miles now. Let's go ahead and give them a call. Give a tower, helicopter 5-4 Tango Fox. It's 8 miles to the north of the field with information Delta. We'd like to do an off-field landing about 4.5 miles northeast of the field.
8 Tango Fox, standby. The helicopter at air care, proceed to the hospital. Wind 0305, altimeter 29 or 89 or stay, call signing in.
89 or 2.
2 Golf Tango, roger. Helicopter 8 Tango Foxtrot, ident.
Ident, helicopter 5-4 Tango Fox.
Helicopter 7 Tango Fox.
Helicopter 8 Tango Foxtrot, circle and navigate the airport to the east. Wind 0304, altimeter 29er 89er. Report on station. Also caution to in that area they're doing model rockets from the surface of 500 feet near Araby Road and 3E, correction, 32nd Street.
Okay, we'll circumnavigate around to the east, and we'll stay low level, and we'll keep our eyes out for those rockets. We're going to be applied down for about an hour, and they'll be picking back up.
Going 1 runway 3 right, wind 0305, clear for low approach 3 right.
Okay, so we got military traffic, bottle rockets, or model rockets, not bottle rockets, and interesting.
I missed the call sign. Was that for Scout 3209? Scout 3209. Negative, extend down, I'll call your base. You'll be behind at F-35.
So here we are. Now, there's a lot of power lines around here. And they all kind of run east and west, so they swing out here. Got lines below us. We know that the winds are coming out of the northeast, so the winds have switched on us, so we want to land from the south. And there's no terrain, obstacles are clear, we got plenty of room to land, plenty of places to land if this one doesn't go right. We're clear of all the wires. Perfect. Well, I'm sure I just woke Zoe up. Luckily, I don't have any neighbors. The only neighbor I have is my dad.
All right, we're at the house, or just below it. Uh-oh, phone's ringing. Whew. All right, phone call was not from tower. I forgot Zoe's teaching yoga today, so she's not home, but check it out, this is what we're working with. Got the helicopter there. House here. We just moved in, we still gotta do the backyard. Eventually we'll get that done. I'm pretty excited about that. Last night they were crop dusting all these fields out here. So like 2 in the morning there's helicopters flying around. And there's a lot of power lines. I don't know if you can see all these lines out here. But to be able to try to see those at night, those guys are some damn good pilots. Well guys, cheers. I think landing at home is on every pilot's to-do list, and helicopters just make it a lot easier than airplanes do. Of course, if you got a runway and you have a lot of land, that's no problem at all with an airplane, but we don't have that here, so helicopter will have to do. I probably won't do this very often, but I'm excited to be able to do it today. And well, I don't have any neighbors, which is really great. And we're at the very end of like a subdivision, so pretty nice being at the very end. Well, Zoe's not home. It's starting to get hot. It's almost lunchtime. I'm getting hungry. So let's go put this thing away at the airport and call it a day. By the way, this is not alcohol. This is a Topo Chico. It's carbonated mineral water.
Oh, this must be a sign. Feel it in my bones.
Human Tower, helicopter 5-4 Tango Fox.
Helicopter 5-4 Tango Fox, Human Tower, altimeter 29er 89er, say request.
I would like to do a northbound departure for Tango Fox.
For a girl like you and now we're on the floor.
Helicopter 5-4 Tango Fox, pursuit requested, winds calm.
Pursuit requested for Tango Fox. I think I'm going to wrap this one up here. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you liked it. And again, this video was a suggestion from one of you guys. So if you have suggestions or things you want to see in videos, drop in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.
But when our worlds collide down again.